Welcome to this tutorial on sequence mode, where we'll explore how to play created sequences in TALOS. To start, navigate to Center Stage, which is the right-hand monitor of the TALOS system. To activate sequence mode, click on the Sequence tab. This will bring up the sequence screen consisting of the Sequence Control panel and the Sequence View Player panel. It's important to note that the control center and message display are always visible on Center Stage, regardless of which mode you're in. To run a sequence, load it from the Sequence drop-down menu, which displays all your created sequences. Arrange them in ascending, descending, or chronological order using the radio buttons. For this demonstration, I'll select a sequence that I created, named All, to demonstrate the 6 different advanced types, and press the Load button. The loaded sequence appears in the Sequence View Player section. Moves are represented with progress bars. Now let's explore the Load Sequence panel. It allows you to load or clear a sequence while ensuring validation. Validation guarantees that all motion and step parameters are specified and within the required range. TALOS highlights any issues, presenting them one at a time. Here, you see it currently states step number 3 has an issue of missing speed. To fix this, you must edit the sequence on stage left. You can edit an unvalidated sequence that's loaded on Center Stage without clearing it. If this were already validated, you would have to unload the sequence by selecting the Clear button before editing. When we load the sequence in rehearsal, the steps that are problematic will appear in red. We can see that step 3 is red. We can edit the motion parameters set for player Lucy by clicking on the position set point and editing the speed. Let's return back to Center Stage and reload the sequence to see if there are any other issues. When I select the Load button again, you can see that the sequence has been validated and is therefore ready to run. This step controller enables you to step forward or backward in a sequence. This gives you the ability to start from any given step. The Loop Toggle button activates automatic replay after the last step until toggled off. This step details section provides information on the axis of movement, letting you know if it is an individual player, a group, or a cue that will be directed to move in the current step, along with motion set points and the next step number and description of the step. The sequence progress bar, which is currently grayed out, illuminates during sequence execution, reflecting the overall progress. The on-event conditions section is displayed only with steps that have an on-event step advance. Here you can see the conditions of the branch circuit where fulfilled criteria are highlighted with a blue outline. When the criteria for the OR branch of the circuit is satisfied, the bar on the top of the branch will turn from gray to blue. The initial column of blocks represents conditions logically connected by the OR operation. The blue outline surrounding this block signifies that the positional value of player climber A is greater than the preset threshold. Clicking on the player's name reveals more details. In this instance, the condition is met because the position is greater than 10 feet. The corresponding gray bar above the column will turn blue when the sequence is running to indicate the satisfaction of this OR circuit within the broader AND circuit. To fulfill the on-event condition and index to the next step, each branch of the AND circuit must be enabled. Monitoring this circuit during the move is not necessary, but allows for more transparency into what TALOS is waiting on to advance the step, adding an extra layer of insight and control to your automation process. I am going to go back to the first step in the sequence by selecting the first button in the step controller so we can delve into the View Progress bar. Progress bars in the Sequence View Player panel display players, group members, and cue moves. In the case of groups and cues, a progress bar for each player of the group or each player of the cue will be displayed. The alignment of each step is influenced by the step advance condition of the preceding step. For example, Step 2 aligns with Step 1 because of the auto-advance step condition in Step 1. As a result, Step 2 begins its movement simultaneously with Step 1. On the other hand, Step 3 starts at the conclusion of Step 2, as it needs to wait for the completion of Step 2 before initiating. Moving forward, the start of Step 4 is contingent upon the operator selecting the Advanced Step button. TALOS conveniently places this type of step advance condition at the midpoint of the previous step. Step 5 is slightly offset from the start of Step 4 because it begins after a delay following the initiation of Step 4. Similarly, Step 6 is slightly offset from the end of Step 5 as it starts after a delay following the completion of Step 5. For ease of use, when an on-event step condition is programmed, the next step consistently appears directly below due to its various combinations of possibilities. You can see that offsetting the progress bars allows you to intuitively visualize the sequence by simply observing its layout. The Sequence View progress bar can be adjusted for zoom and panning. To adjust zoom, use the zoom level drop-down or press the zoom in and out buttons. Panning is available at zoom levels above 100%, activated by a left mouse click in the View panel. Right-click on the screen to exit pan mode and reset the zoom level. Back to the progress bar, the current step is easily identifiable by a green step number. A player icon provides the player's state. Its color indicates the status of the player. This symbol represents a safe zone interlock and notifies whether the player is interlocked in a safe zone with another player. Refer to our Safe Zone tutorial for detailed information on interlocks. This area displays a P, G, or C for player, group, or queue, respectively alongside its name. Above the progress bar, you'll find the set point for the position and the actual position of the ongoing move. The Step Advance type icon, accompanied by a step description, is also present. The progress bar visually represents the completion percentage of the move. To see the sequence viewer in action, let's run a sequence from the control panel. Begin by applying power to the players, arming them, and then, with the hold to run device engaged, in our case a foot switch, hit play to execute the sequence. You can stop the sequence either by selecting the stop button or by disengaging the hold to run device. Watch as each step completes. The next step number lights up in green, accompanied by a status update of the step. When the sequence is done executing, the sequence done light will illuminate. That concludes this tutorial. Be sure to explore our other TALOS tutorials for further lessons. Thanks for watching.